And welcome to the Jonathan Ross Show. Let's start, as we always do, let's look in my green room and see who's on the programme tonight. My first guest is one of the hottest talents around. He starred in The Hobbit, he was in Fast and Furious, Clash of Titans, The Three Musketeers. It is the fabulous Mr. Luke Evans. Looking handsome. My next guest is things that look like other things, so I thought we'd test our guest's power of perception. So if you don't mind, we're going to flash up a few examples, and you have to tell me what you see. Luke, I'll start with you. Is that OK?
Yep.
Luke, I'm going to show you some pictures. It's either a labradoodle or fried chicken. OK? So I'm going to show you the first one. Here, it's coming up quick. This one. Labradoodle or fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Yes, correct. Next one. Labradoodle or fried chicken?
Labradoodle.
Yes. Last one?
Fried chicken.
No, fried labradoodle. Not bad, though. Pretty good. As well, of course, don't you? A little bit.
Yeah, conversational, not as good as I once was.
Because we have Luke. Luke's on the show this evening, and he is also from Wales, and I believe he is also fluent in Welsh.
He looks how I feel.
I can say that town though.
Well, anyone can say I can say it. If you can say it,
say it.
Say it.
Llanfa'i pwll chwingil gwgar chi'n drobl llanta silio go go go.
When Luke did it, I'll be honest, I don't want to be critical, but that sounded more Welsh because he did the you know the
Arabic.
Yeah. I don't know whether he was going that far east. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get my next guest out, shall we? He is a fantastic actor from The Hobbit, Fast and Furious, and from the stunning new dystopian thriller High Rise, based on the great British novel by J.G. Ballard. It is Mr. Luke Evans, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you're looking great. Luke, it's great to have you on the show.
Please don't talk about Brazilians.
OK, no, we won't even start.
I'm not showing you mine.
Well, you know, we have a bit of a thing going on here. Obviously, you're performers, but Taryn is Welsh, of course. Shazia, we know holidayed in Wales for 3 or 4 days. How important is that to you? Do you consider yourself Welsh?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, especially when we win at rugby.
Yeah.
Even when we don't, I still feel very Welsh, but it's better when they do. No, I'm very Welsh. I have a... I don't know about most... I don't know about your family, but my family, they love a bargain. There's nothing like a bargain. So there's no Oxfam or second-hand store in South Wales that my mother hasn't visited.
What?
You were telling me about your shoes. You were lucky you got there before my mother did.
£10.
Wow.
She'd have had them. Yeah. She'd have knocked them down.
So your mum goes into charity shops and haggles?
Oh, yeah. She does. Wow. Yeah, but and I've gained it. I live in East London. I can't walk past a pound shop without having a look around, you know, see what I can find.
But you
ask them the price. How much is this?
But you can't. And this? They don't let you haggle in the pound shop, do they?
No, they don't.
Undercut the whole philosophy of the pound shop.
There's often fights in the pound shop, which I've found, which is quite funny.
That's you, is it? You're starting fights. That's too bloody much.
That's too bloody much, that is mine.
But you don't speak any Welsh, actually, because Taryn can speak Welsh.
No, I don't. No, the Valleys, we're lucky if we can speak English. And I think there's more Welsh speakers now in the Valleys. But where you're from, it's proper Welsh.
Generally, I think the further north you go, the more
snobby they become.
Yeah. Wow.
It's true, they get proper Welsh. I used to be a door-to-door salesman when I was 16.
Wow, what did you sell?
Selling draft proofing. Government-funded draft proofing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have had an exciting life.
Wonderful life. Come a long way.
You know, we're talking to Shazia about her upbringing, and she had a fairly strict religious upbringing, and you were raised as a Jehovah's Witness, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
And was that were there strict rules there?
Yeah, it's very strict. Yeah, it's quite a strict upbringing, and, you know, we knock doors on the weekends, and you get a lot of doors slammed in your face, and it's quite an experience for a young child to experience that, but I am truly, you know, I've got thick skin now. It's as an actor, it worked to my favour, really.
And what got the worst reception from people when you knocked on the door? Was it the Jehovah's Witness message, or was it the government-funded grafted schools?
Well, no, definitely Jehovah's Witnesses. Unfortunately, but you know, we had some people that listened, and so it was it was interesting. But the reason I said about the drafts excluding, because I used to work in Llanelli, and if you knocked on a Welsh-speaking person's door and you said the introduction in English, they'd slam the door in your face for not speaking Welsh.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. Anyway, back to the point.
No, I could do hours on draft excluding. So.
Yes, I love talking about draft.
What kind of draft excluding was it? How much of the draft did it actually exclude? Well, let me talk about The Hobbit, because The Hobbit was a huge part for you to get in that film, in that sequence of films, back in 2014. And I guess Peter Jackson shot them all in New Zealand, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He doesn't like leaving home. So
great
he does it all in this
experience.
amazing place in Wellington. We got these beautiful studios, and obviously we get to live there and experience... this is an extraordinary place.
And you were in the last two, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
How long were you out there for? How long did you film for?
All in all, a year.
Oh, so not that long, really, then?
Well, I mean, I could have shot 4 movies in that time, but it's a slow process. And when we finished shooting, we only thought it was 2 movies. And then about a month after we'd wrapped, they decided to cut it into 3.
Do you have memorabilia? Do you keep things? If I was on a film like The Hobbit, I would be stealing stuff. I would take home some Hobbit's feet and stuff like that. You know, I would have a collection. Do you have stuff?
Yeah, no, I've got... we had a big... you remember the big scene where the master of Lake Town leaves in this big barge full of coins and money.
Stephen Fry is escaping.
Stephen Fry, yeah. And I nicked a couple of those coins and took a few of those, stuffed them in the pockets every time. I kept finding them everywhere, and I was like, someone's going to take them, so I may as well... So,
you love a bargain, we know that.
I love a bargain.
They can't take this in the pound shop.
There's a hefty price on eBay as well. It's quite impressive. Yeah.
What about the weapons, though? Do you have the bow?
I do. I actually have the arrow, the black arrow that kills Smaug. Yeah, they sent it...
No, hold it. This is the picture you brought in. This is from your house, is that right?
That's my house. Yeah, that's the back of my house. And it's funny because Bart has it above his dinner table, so I thought it better be above mine. So,
also be handy if ever you get burgled.
True. Or you've got a big piece of turkey stuck in the front to you.
Do you have memorabilia? Do you save? You must have saved at least one set of claws, I imagine.
I've got a few of those.
Wow.
Yeah, for the retirement. That's what I'm going to sell.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And when the kids are not doing their homework, it works. But I remember on the very first X-Men, on the last day of shooting, there was a knock on my trailer door. I was getting changed ready for the last thing, and my costume designer came with a plastic bag, like a garbage bag. I said, "What's that?" She said, "Take this." And I looked inside. It was one of the X-Men suits. And there were 10 X-Men suits at different stages of being ripped apart. And I said, "What's that?" She said, "The other 9 have already been taken. They're already gone. Just keep this one." And I was like, "Oh, OK." So I kept it.
Wow.
Yeah, everything just gets nicked.
Do you ever put it on just for yourself? Do you ever walk around, you know...
My wife quite likes it on a Saturday night.
Do you have anything from Kingsman? Were you
in the hair? With the hair.
I have the watch from Kingsman, the watch with the sleeper darts.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's really, really cool. And I have 2 pairs of Eddie the Eagle glasses as well.
That
I wear on a Saturday night.
So now, after The Hobbit, did you find yourself that suddenly you got recognised more? Because that was kind of a big breakthrough for you, I would have thought. Is that fair to say?
Well, it was, but because it happened over 3 years, and the first one came out and I wasn't in it, and then I had to wait another year, and then I was only in a bit of that, and then the third one came out. But it's a weird thing, being recognised. It took a while for me, but I think it was 3 films that did it, and it was Fast and the Furious, and Bard and Dracula.
What's the worst place you've been approached for a selfie, for example?
This is unbelievable. I went to the gym with a friend of mine, in a gym I don't usually go to in town, and it was very busy, and it was like lunchtime, and we did training, had a shower, and I was getting changed, and literally was pulling my pants up, and this guy came
so
over,
you're naked?
Naked, with my ass to the room, pulling up my pants, and this guy went, "Excuse me, can I just have a selfie?" Like this.
Wow.
And I was like, "No, bloody God!" Pushed him away. He was ready to take one. Like,
well, we have that picture now. Sadly not, but we're hoping someone will send it in. So here's exciting news. If you are a fan of grown-up science fiction films, you know, a kind of dark and perhaps even disturbing view of the future, then you are going to love the film Luke's in now. It's based on a book by the man I consider probably the greatest British writer, that kind of thing, J.G. Ballard. High Rise, an incredible and very challenging piece of work in some ways. How would you describe the actual story?
Well, basically, it's about a high-rise where people are living in this high-rise, and slowly they start to break the rules rules are forgotten, they stop going to work. Socially, they start to break up. And my character is in the book called the Agitator, and basically he just starts to stir up the trouble, and people start becoming very primal in their existence. There's a lot of sex, there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of partying, there's a lot of hedonism, anarchy, and it starts here, goes up, and then it just plummets.
Yeah, it gets crazy. And it's interesting because you have very much a class system within this very kind of like 1970s, 70s looking building that the whole film is set in, this high-rise, with the kind of people who are, I guess, the lower-class people, the lower earners at the bottom, and the rich people very much out of touch at the top, and it's the friction between them, I guess.
And it's very clear that, you know, the ones at the bottom, weirdly, he gave me a Welsh accent, which I didn't think mattered that much, but it sort of did, because in the 70s, you know, the Welsh were a bit of a chip on their shoulder. We were, you know, we were miners at that time, and I sort of channeled a lot of that stress and aggression that the Welsh had from the valleys with the mines and Thatcher and all that stuff. I wanted to bring that sort of a man who was fighting for his rights and trying to climb the ladder, and he, you know, he's like a crazy Pied Piper on acid at one point, taking the children to the swimming pool.
It does look incredible as well. I mean, Ben Wheatley is a director who has a unique kind of, you know, look and very great visual style as well. This is High Rise. It's out now, and it's an incredible experience. This is High Rise.
For all its emptiness.
Welcome back to the show. All my guests are still here, ladies and gentlemen. We have more to come. So, you know, I was excited about maybe doing the show, and I hope you guys don't mind playing along with this, but when reading up on you all, and having met you in the past, Hugh, I know that there's a common link here, not so much for us, Shazza, but I'm sure we can join in, is that your first big break in Australia, certainly on stage, was in Beauty and the Beast, wasn't it?
Beauty and the Beast.
What part did you play in Beauty and the Beast?
Gaston.
Gaston. There you are, Gaston. And I heard you were stunning. Now, they're making a live-action movie of Beauty and the Beast, and the part of Gaston in that film, songs and all, is going to be played by none other than Luke Evans.
Not as large as that. So
I'm hoping, you haven't got the Hugh-style guns yet, have you?
No.
But look at that.
I've done it. Shot it.
Yeah, you got
I've shrunk again now.
Okay.
No, I was never that size.
Now then, while chatting here in the commercial break, I discovered that Taron has also appeared in Beauty and the Beast. First of all, where was your production home? It was a pretty big place, wasn't it?
It was in Melbourne, Princess Theatre, 1996.
That's the big theatre.
You were 7.
Yours is the musical, is going to be at the cinemas. You also appeared in Beauty and the Beast, Taron. Can you tell us what part you played and where?
I played LeFou, Gaston's sidekick, Aberystwyth Arts Centre, 2006.
Wow. Now, I've seen Beauty and the Beast many times. Shazzy, you've seen it as well?
Yeah, yeah.
OK. But I thought maybe we could encourage the guys to have a sort of a Gaston face-off. Maybe sing one of the great songs from Beauty and the Beast, and our audience here can decide for us, I mean, not who is the best Gaston,
No,
But who was the
but
best?
certainly who is the best. Are you up for this challenge, gentlemen? OK, shall we do this? All right, well, let's go. I've got lyric sheets.
I need lyric sheets.
You don't need these. We should have... if we're going to play Villagers, I have this behind there. Does he carry one of these?
He does.
Oh, you bashes. OK, there you go.
Bashes
I
and
should have had
drinks
one
it.
in, like, a little baby sham glass. All right. OK, so...
We should give a line to LeFou.
Doesn't it start? Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston.
Yeah, all right,
looking so down in the dumps. OK, we'll do it from here. It's fine, I can do it from here anyway.
You know, it's like working with Mariah Carey. What's that? It's unbelievable. Taking over. OK.
Let's see it together.
Well, one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston.
No one's neck is incredibly thick as Gaston.
For there's no man in town half as manly.
Perfect, a pure paragon.
We'll take this.
You can ask any Tom, Dick or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. No one fights like Gaston, douse his lights like Gaston. In a wrestling match, nobody bites like Gaston. There's no one as burly and brawny. As you see, I've got biceps to spare.
Scrawny.
Every last inch of me's covered in hair.
I like Terrence Marks.
In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston. I'm especially good at expectorating other strong. And I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a ball. like Gaston. Angles chopping around, wearing boots like Gaston. I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Delightfully. Wow. That was chaotic. Wow. Now come back over, relax. I think we have a hit on hand. That was about as slick a piece of TV as you're ever going to see. OK, I've got to say thank you to my guests. Guys, thank you for being here tonight. You were all spectacular company and so much fun. Mr. Hugh Jackman, ladies and gentlemen, Taran Egerton, Georgia Mirza, and of course Luke Evans right there. Thank you so much. For now,